What's going on, people of God? We is live right now, and I'm here to share a word that the Lord has spoken to me. Pray about it, seek the Lord about it. But I'm here to speak on what the Lord wants me to speak on. And there's been many signs I've been receiving from the Lord about this word that He has given me as far as blackouts coming this winter. Blackouts coming this winter. And the Lord was speaking to me about how there's going to be blackouts this winter in different parts of the U.S. There's going to be blackouts in different parts of the U.S. And many of you guys might want to know, like, what city, what area these blackouts going to happen. Now, the Lord spoke to me about one particular state in a city where these blackouts going to be happening. And it's where I reside in right now, in Texas. It's where I'm in right now in Texas. And to be particular, Houston. Any of you guys that live in Houston or Texas, you need to be prepared for this winter. Because the Lord was speaking to me about blackouts coming this winter. And the Lord was telling me about how it's important we have supplies, that you got supplies and stuff to be ready for a blackout. Because in my spirit, I feel like these blackouts is going to be for a decent amount of time. It could happen whether it might be multiple blackouts in a stint of a month or two. I'm not fully sure, but I know that there's blackouts coming this winter. And in my spirit, how I feel about is these blackouts is going to be for a decent amount of time. And the Lord's telling me how it's important to get some supplies. And I'll say this, people of God. Any of you guys that live in New York, be on the lookout for New York. Pay attention to New York this winter. Pay attention to New York this winter. But people of God, it's important that we are prepared. You know, when I get these words from the Lord, you know, I make sure I pray about it, seek the Lord about it. And these words from God is that when He revealed it to His people, when He revealed to His servants to speak on these things, is so that we could see ahead of time of what's going to happen, so we could prepare ourselves, our household, and our families. Now, I always say when it comes to these prophetic words, you need to pray about it. You need to seek the Lord about it. Seek the Lord of what He wants you to do. Seek the Lord about everything I'm even saying right now. But I got to be obedient to what the Lord wants me to say. And God was speaking to me about how there's going to be blackouts this winter. To specify again, specifically in different areas of the U.S. One of the areas the Lord told me about was in Texas. How Texas will experience some blackouts this winter. And to even specify even more, I was getting strongly in my spirit for Houston as well. For Houston, Texas. And it's important that you get supplies, that you be ready. Stock up on like stuff like water. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get some water. But yeah, make sure you got the supplies that's needed when blackouts happens. The type of things you would need, essential items during those times. But this is the word the Lord was speaking to me about as blackouts coming this winter into different parts of the U.S. Be on the lookout for New York. Pay attention to New York this winter. And pray about what I'm saying. And I was getting specifically for Houston and Texas. But pray about what I'm saying. Seek the Lord about it. I'm here to be obedient to what the Lord wants me to speak. Like this video and share it. Like this video and share it, because it's important that people see this so they can know how to position themselves and their families based on what the Lord wants them to do. You know, I remember this reminded me of last year around like November or October. It was like around this time. I remember last year the Lord spoke to me about how there was going to be a severe winter storm. and how this winter storm was going to be so bad it's going to cause many deaths and stuff. And I remember how strong I was getting that in my spirit about that message. And then it came to pass. Last winter was a very brutal winter in different areas, especially New York and Buffalo and different areas. And there was reported a lot of deaths during that winter. You know, so these words, I don't joke around with these words from the Lord. I don't joke around with the things the Lord speaks to me or what he shows to me in the spirit. And I always tell people to pray about the things I'm saying. You know, pray about the prophetic words, anything I'm saying, to seek the Lord about it, for understanding about how he wants you to move. Because we're always supposed to seek the Lord first, especially when it comes to our families and our lives and what he wants to do. But I'm here to be obedient to speak on what the Lord may speak on about blackouts, and how the Lord speaks to me about blackouts coming this winter. And in my spirit, I just feel like it's going to be a lengthy amount of time. I wasn't told how long these blackouts was. So I wasn't told how long these blackouts, but in my spirit, I feel like it's going to be for a decent amount of lengthy time, or we'll see multiple blackouts in a stint of months in this winter, you know, in different areas of the U.S. But pray about what I'm saying, and it's always important to be sensitive to your spirit. Just in your everyday life, be sensitive to your spirit, be sensitive when the Lord speaks to you, and to understand the signs and when the Lord show you things, and knowing his voice, because it's important to know his voice so you know what you need to do as far as what the Lord is telling you to do, or what the Lord wants you to do in this season. But that is it, people of God. Just here to share this message. Somebody just got on this live, said, I just got in, what did I miss? The Lord spoke to me about how blackouts is coming this winter. And I was getting strong in my spirit about in different areas of the U.S. and to specify in the area, Houston, Texas, and the Texas area. And also to be on the lookout for New York, to pay attention to New York. So for this winter, pray about it, and be prepared, be in position, do what the Lord wants you to do. Also to prepare on supplies and stuff that you need for a blackout, essential items. But I just want to say, God bless you guys. I love you guys. Continue to seek the Lord with all your heart. Continue to be hungry for the Lord. Continue to be consumed, to be in the presence of God. But y'all be blessed in Jesus' name.